Operation Silver Kaiju. This is Panzer George. Japan, turn 8. So we're not going to bother with any production because it's turn 8. But there's certainly going to be a number of combats in different areas. And it really has been an amazing game. We've had a huge battle going on in Germany, the build-up in Paris, attacks back and forth in the Mediterranean and the Middle East. And even though we announced that we would be doing an operation in Australia, actually what we're going to be doing is we're going to be do an operation in New Zealand. So that'll be our first combat move. We're going to be sending one infantry from the Coral Sea on the transport and invading New Zealand. The other thing we're going to be doing off Pearl Harbor is we have a cruiser, we have a destroyer, and we have a carrier all coming in on this battleship. And then if we successfully sink this battleship, then this carrier will be escorting these 3 transports and invading Alaska with 6 infantry. So that's the plan. I got a cable here. So hopefully you can see that. So we're going to be off the coast here and invading Alaska. With a carrier and 3 transports. We're going to be attacking this battleship with 3 tacticals, along with a cruiser and a destroyer. And these 2 destroyers here are going to be attacking here with these 2 fighters. We're going to be sending in one of the fighters to attack the battleship. So these are all from Pearl Harbor. And a destroyer from Pearl Harbor is actually going to move in as well. So that's 1, 2, 3. And I can actually paratroop 2 more troops into Alaska. So let me just change that out. So that's 2 more troops going to Alaska from paradropping, and that leaves 1 left behind. Okay. And this submarine can also go along with the invasion force off the coast. And unfortunately, I got a cable that's stuck. Give me a second. There we go. Now I can do this properly. So I do have a submarine here off the coast, but unfortunately can't make it because the Aleutian Island chain here blocks. I'm 2, 3 away. And then over here off China, let's put our units down. So from Japan, I can send these 2 dive bombers. They have airfield 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So we're attacking those 2 units in China. And when we have 1 movement left there. And also we're going to attack the units in Qinghai. So we're going to send a tank and 2 infantry, as well as this fighter 1, 2. So that leaves 2 left for the fighter. And then no surprise, we're attacking Tibet. We have to protect the Tibetans from the rampaging Russians. So we're bringing in everything from Sichuan as well as these. So this is 2 infantry left, so we're bringing those 2 infantry. Just call them 2 infantry for now because we're also bringing the units from the pass in. And we're bringing the 3 tanks from Hope. So they're all going in. And we're also bringing in the 2 tanks from Burma. And we're also going to send this bomber. So let me just think about this for a second. So we're going to send a bomber in here. And I think we'll leave the tank. So we get 2 infantry, a fighter, and a bomber against 4 infantry. So that's what we're going to do. And then the 2 dive bombers are going to do target select on that artillery. And then over here, our transport in Java is going to take this infantry, and we're going to land in Ceylon, take Ceylon for the glory of the Empire. We're going to take this transport off in Dutch New Guinea and land in New Britain for the glory of the Empire. And I think I've done... Oh no, we've got a combat all the way down here. We notice these pesky transports. So we're going to send a carrier, a battleship, and a destroyer down to attack because, of course, we have the courtesy of the Germans. They built us a nice shiny port in Iraq. So we can come down here and attack those transports just in case they get any ideas. And the rest are going to go by rail. Yes, everything else is non-combat. Oh yes, I have these 2 in Burma, but they can transport in. These guys can transport in. I don't think there's any other combats. I'm just double checking everything. Oh yes, I have these 2 fighters here. So these 2 fighters, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm going to send 1 fighter just to make sure I do the job there. And then the other fighter, 1, 2, 3, 4. So he will have to land 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Actually, he can land on Honolulu. So we can land on Honolulu. These guys can actually land on the carrier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that's what we'll do with those guys down off Alaska. Okay, so let's do our combats. Let's try to get the dice here. I have my new dice rolling table. So in P16, I'm attacking a battleship, which gets AA fire, of course. And I have a carrier. I have 2 dive bombers. One of them is going to pair with the fighter. And I've got a cruiser. So the battleship, that's the American battleship, which fires at a 4. And I've got a Japanese cruiser. And I've got a Japanese destroyer. And I have to win that combat. So there we go. So let's do the AA fire first. Got my fancy rolling cup. So AA fire misses. Okay, so now we have 1 dive bomber. We have we have a fighter, another dive bomber, and a cruiser. And we have a destroyer coming in. We have to get 2 hits. And we don't get any hits. Make sure I count 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Yes, so I missed totally. I'm going to count that as a hit or a miss. And they get to fire back at a 4. And the Americans do score a hit. So we're going to take off a destroyer. And we're going to keep fighting. So again, we're going to fire 5 units. Or now 4 units, because I lost my destroyer. And hold on a minute. I could actually take that off my carrier. Yes, I could actually take that off my carrier, so I can damage my carrier. So that's what I'll do instead. So I still get 5 shots. Oh, this one didn't count. I hope you saw that. That was the battleship hit. So this time I get 2 hits, and that sinks the battleship. They get to fire back, of course. And they get a hit as well. So this time I'm going to take it... I'm going to take it off my carrier. So that's 2 hits on the carrier, and the battleship is sunk. So I do win the battle there. Okay, so now we do the one against the 2 destroyers. So we got 3 planes and the destroyer against 2 American destroyers. So we got 3 fighters and a destroyer against 2 American destroyers. So I have to get 2 hits. And I get the 2 hits. I think you can see this. Yes. This is a new place to roll, so I just want to make sure everybody can see. And then I get 2 hits, and they fire back, and they miss. Okay, so now we invade Alaska. So I have 8 troops unsupported against 1 1 New Zealander defending Alaska. So 8 troops coming in. And I can roll all this at the same time. And the bomber can actually land in East Siberia. So let's do all that at the same time. Oh, I didn't do the green one. So I do get a hit, and they also get a hit. So Alaska has been liberated. The next one we're going to do is in Kansu. So I have 2 dive bombers coming in to attack, doing a target select on your artillery. Two dive bombers, target select. And I miss. So now we do a regular combat. So we have a fighter. And you have an artillery and an infantry. So we're going to fire that now. So I managed to get 1 hit. I'm assuming you take that off the infantry. So now it's 2 tacticals, unsupported, a fighter against 1 artillery. And I get a hit. You're gone. Now we're going to attack Quang Hai. So there's 4 Russians. I've got a bomber coming in, 2 infantry, and a fighter. So the bomber gets 1 shot. That's 2 for the bomber, 1 for the fighter, and 2 unsupported infantry coming in. I got to get 4 hits. And I managed to get 1 hit. Well, that wasn't that great. So you get to fire back. And you get 4 shots. And you managed to get 2 hits. Gotta get the right dice here. Okay, so 2 hits for the Chinese. So I'm going to take 1 off my bomber. And I'm going to lose 1 infantry. And you're going to lose 1 off your Russians. And I'm going to fire again. So this time I have a fighter and an infantry. A fighter and an infantry against your 3. Might as well roll them all at the same time. I've got to get 3 hits. Well, of course, I only have 2 dice now. I'm going to try it anyway. So you get 1 hit, and I get nothing. Oh, well. Okay, so I'm going to withdraw, of course. Now we're going to do the Battle of Tibet. Hopefully that one will go easier. So we have 3 Tibetans. We're offered all kinds of bribes, but they didn't want to cooperate. So I'm going to roll for my tanks first. I've got 7 tanks, so I'm going to do my tanks and see if I can kill them with just my tanks. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks. Might as well do, yes, I'll do 7, because I can only do so much in this anyway. 7 tanks. So I get 2 hits with my 7 tanks. Not that exciting. Okay, then I have 3 artillery. I have 2 artillery and 4 infantry. So that's paired. So the 4 infantry, 2 are unsupported, 2 are supported, and then the 2 artillery. So I get to roll for them. And I keep forgetting I can flip these things. I'm getting used to it. Okay, so I get enough. So they get to fire back. They have 3 shots. And they get 2 hits. So I've taken off my infantry in Tibet, and yeah, the Chinese or the Russians are still in Quang Hai. Okay, so now I'm going to do my non-combat moves. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to move 1 infantry into northern Iran. I'm going to move from eastern Anatolia. I move that out. And then I move 1 infantry from Lebanon, Syria into Iraq. And then I move, these tanks can rail 1, 2, 3 into Iraq. And this AA gun can rail into Iraq from India. Both tanks and the AA are from India. And then I'm going to move this 1 infantry into Iran. And then I'm going to fly these guys from Burma into Iraq. That's from Burma, East Burma, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then I have the ones from the Philippines. So they can go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. They can land in Iran and move back. I'm going to move 1 more infantry into Iraq from Iran. And then I'm going to move the planes 1, 2, 3, 4 into Honolulu. So let's put that down there. I'm going to move my Navy up. So that's off the coast. I'm going to move, I got my submarine. It's going to move down off Western Australia. And I have a destroyer. It's going to go 1, 2, 3. I have 2 transports. They're going to go off there, off A54. And then in Japan, oh, I have 1 more combat here and a more, of course. Sorry about that. I was meant to attack here. So all these units are going to go into a more. So I have 3 infantry and 1 artillery against 1 Russian artillery. So an infantry and artillery paired, plus 2 more infantry against 1 Russian artillery. So I get 1 hit. Hooray, the infantry finally come through for me. And then the Russian artillery fires back, and it gets a hit as well. So a more is now Japan. And then I have these 2 transports. So I'm going to take an AA gun and 3 infantry. And go down to Pearl. So that's 1, 2, 3. That's 3 infantry and an AA gun. And now I get to land my fighters. Hopefully I was pointed at that when I did it, but there it is. 3 infantry and an AA gun land on Pearl. And then I have these fighters. So this one here has to land on Pearl Harbor. I'm going to send 2 fighters. So they went 1, 2, 3, 4. So they're going to land, both of them are going to land on the carrier. The transport is going to land in the Soviet Far East. The infantry in the Far East is going to go into Siberia. And then the 2 dive bombers and fighter are going to land back on Pearl. And I think I've covered everything. So disposition of forces, I have 1 infantry on New Zealand. A transport off the coast. New Britain, I have 1 infantry. New Britain, 1 transport off the coast. Johnson Island, I have a carrier and a cruiser. Caroline Islands, I have 1 AA. In Pearl Harbor, I have 2 transports off the coast And I have 4 infantry, 2 artillery, 1 AA, and I've got 2 fighters and 3 tacticals on Pearl. And a blocking force, I have a cruiser, a destroyer in P-16. I have a destroyer in P-17. And Alaska, I have 8 infantry. And I've got 3 transports, 1 submarine, 1 carrier with 2 fighters on it off the coast, and we're in Juneau. In Siberia, I have 1 infantry. Amur, I have 3 infantry and an artillery. Manchuria, I have an infantry and an artillery. In Japan, I have 1 infantry and 2 AA guns. Those are AA guns. I'll tidy that up, but it doesn't matter that much. Kwang Tung, I have 2 infantry. So they're going to rail to 1, 2, 3 to Szechuan. Oh, and I have to land these fighters, so they're going to land all in Szechuan. The 2 tacticals and a fighter in Szechuan. And in Tibet, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 tanks, 2 artillery, 1 mech, and 2 infantry. Oh, I have this, okay, so I've got these fighters I want to move. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'm moving 1 fighter to Iran. I'm going to move the other fighter to Iraq. And then the one from Lebanon, Syria will also land in Iraq. Okay, so then disposition is in Ceylon. I have a Japanese infantry. And off the coast, I have a battleship, a destroyer, and a transport. An E-54, I have a carrier. Oh, this combat down here. Sorry, there's a lot going on. So I have a battleship and a destroyer against 2 transports. So a battleship, a destroyer against 2 transports. So the battleship destroys the transports. Not surprising. So those 2 transports are gone. So off A-50, there's a carrier, a battleship, and a destroyer. And in Iraq, I have 2 tanks. I've got 2, 3, 4, 5 infantry, 1 AA gun, 2 fighters. In northern Iran, I've got 1 infantry. In Iran itself, I've got 3 infantry, 1 mech, 1 artillery, 1 transport bomber, 1 fighter. In West India, I've got 1 transport bomber. And I think I've covered everything. So anyway, go Allies go. We'll see what happens. We hope to persevere. Anyway, take care. Bye-bye.